What's up, everyone? My name is Jordan Poole, aka DJ Royale. We are here at Stratus Lounge at Hotel Monaco. I am sitting with Jabair, fellow DJ and producer, resident DJ here at Stratus. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. We now know each other specifically through Scratch DJ Academy, which is a DJ producer school here in Philadelphia for a few years, right up the block, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're originally from this area, but then lived out in LA for some time, kind of focused on your chops out there, and then made your way back to Philadelphia.
Yeah. I mean, kind of how it works is I went to Temple, like, a lot of us did. I feel like
fellow TU, right?
Yeah, Temple's just a breeding ground for DJs in general.
This is right.
And then once I graduated from Temple, I went to school for music production and engineering in Los Angeles, and ended up teaching both as a regular teacher and as a music production teacher for Scratch DJ Academy. And then Scratch told me they were going to open up one back in Philly, and I kind of hopped on board, made the move back east, and it's kind of been, that ever since.
What is it about Philadelphia that makes it an ideal city to live, work, play, socialize as a creative, as a working creative?
Probably the biggest thing you have in Philadelphia is that you are still mobile to a lot of cities, whether that be going to Baltimore, DC, New York, Boston. You can even hop on a flight and you're in Atlanta in, an hour or two. So I think that being kind of centrally located, and then, being in Philly, you don't have to pay New York rent. So
this is true for now. For
now.
We're safe. Us creatives, that's why they're all flocking here. So, I mean, you spend a lot of time, I've seen you plenty of times coming into Scratch or anywhere, honestly. It's like you're constantly working on something. You're either making a track, listening to new music, scouring the internet at gigs, at events. I see you, like, you're fully immersed in the scene. So it's like, what is it that gets you to leave the comfort of your home, the comfort of your studio, right? Obviously, us creatives love being in our little perfect environments, working on what we want to work on. So, like, what is it for you that keeps you culturally curious to go out to an event, to go check something out, whether it's an exhibit, a film, a music event? Like, what's pulling you out?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is, there's so much talent in a small pocket of space in Philadelphia. It's nice to kind of, be inspired by other artists and other, producers and other, people that are just doing cool shit all over the city. And it doesn't take much to get there. You could hop on a train and be in West Philly in, 15, 20 minutes. You go to South Philly, you go check out, other people's parties. I mean, on top of that, it's just like being supportive. I know there's people that support kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of that is going out and checking out other people's events and making sure, if you have a night off to, go be part of something else, something that's bigger than yourself. I feel like, if you're just in your house making beats, you kind of get stagnant. Whereas if you go out, see, other people's workflow, see, how, a Rich Medina, plays to the crowd, which is, kind of a privilege to be able to do on a regular basis. I don't think a lot of people have that opportunity. So anytime, I have a chance to go either support or just go be inspired by somebody else, I really try to take advantage of it.
Yeah. How are you contributing to the Philly story now? How might that change in the future?
I think probably the biggest thing is even, since Scratch, and even before that, teaching in general. I've always, been a teacher of some sort in some capacity, whether that's a coach or, teaching music production or just, teaching biology, So, with that, I like to continue, both fostering a sense of collaboration with, not only my peers, but to, younger kids that, want to learn, want to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, you don't know how to do this, get out.
Right.
I want to be that guy who's like, oh, you don't know how to do this? Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do this the right way, so we can kind of, keep giving back to, other people, because that only brings us up as a whole.
Yeah.
So
what, for a space like Stratus, what you can set the sonic mood. What's the ideal sonic mood for a space like this in your mind? Everyone has a different vision. What's your vision for this space sonically?
Sonically for Stratus, I think because Stratus is a rooftop, you kind of got to keep it, very funky and groovy. But also, when the roof is open, you put on, some of the Afrobeat stuff, classic dancehall. I feel like we have, a really big, African and, West Indian population, in Philadelphia in general. So usually, those are probably like the two big pockets I'm usually hitting at Stratus on a consistent basis. Of course, you still have your, your Cardi B's and things like that. But I think, primarily people come to Stratus because they want to hear other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's more, you might tap into some of those, Drake records, but,
right.
You're back out of that pocket into kind of, some more, experimental.
A little more worldly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy getting into the world sound up here. Any Philly brands, artists, whatever, just like that, like one specifically that you're really in support of or inspired by, that you like the rest of the world of the Philly community to know about, you want to shout out, like, you should definitely check this person or this business out? Or
I've been working with a band, Elective, which is Derek, my buddy Derek Buxton, and Anthony Huge, who is also another DJ.
Is that how you say his last name?
No.
Okay. I was like, I thought it was like Hughes or something.
Yeah, Anthony Hughes, sorry.
You said Anthony Huge.
It's like Anthony Huge on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
So I always, so I've been working with them on a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's a self plug, but
it's a pseudo self plug. It's for the group.
It is for the group, but
you're in the group.
I am in the group.
Elective is the group.
Elective is the group.
So we should be keeping an eye out for some. Excuse me. We should be keeping an eye out for some music from Elective in the upcoming future.
A lot of music, and just in general, I've known Ant for a while now. He's a dope DJ, dope guitarist. But I'm excited for people to really get a chance to, hear Derek, who's super talented, and I don't think anyone knows about him. So yeah. I'm ready to surprise a lot of people.
I'm ready. Bless us with the tunes, man. Word. So where can we find you online? Any upcoming projects you want to plug?
So you can find me online, Twitter, Instagram, @_Jabair_.
You got. Did you used to have the double underscores?
I always had the underscore in the beginning, underscore in the end.
Okay.
Amazingly, my name is taken. I don't know how.
I meant to ask you, where does that name come from? What is that? What is the history on Jabair?
Jabair. So it's actually Jabair, Jabir.
Damn. I used to think Sat was always saying it wrong.
But so. I think
because we're all calling you Jabair. At least I am, and I feel like I heard most people saying Jabair.
No, it is Jabair.
And then I hear him like Jabair, and I'm like,
yeah. I mean, like the actual way to pronounce it, like in like India and Pakistan, where my granddad's from.
That's okay. So that's where
that's how you actually. That's how it's actually spelled, Jabir. And then I think my parents just like flipped it. Threw an A in there.
You want American freshness on this name.
Yeah. I've never met another, Jabair.
Neither have I.
I met Jabirs, no other Jabair.
It's Jabair.
Yeah. So I guess with that, I have some remixes coming out. Got one from our boy Matthew Law. I got single coming out with Derek from Elective, and a lot of Elective music on the way. So it should be a busy winter fall.
Yeah, we'll keep our ears peeled, and we can hear you playing here at Stratus fairly regularly, right?
Yeah, at least every second Friday.
Okay.
If not, usually second Friday, maybe Saturday or Friday.
Cool.
Mixed
cool.
in there.
Appreciate you being here.
Cool. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you.